Hi everybody, my name is Harmony Birch and I am a graduate assistant for the Rutgers University New Brunswick Libraries. And today we're going to be learning about how to search the Rutgers catalog. So before we start searching, we want to make sure that we have a solid research question. There are a lot of ways to write a research question, and I know that you're going to talk about it in class with your professors. But a few things to keep in mind is that we need a definable problem. We want to make sure, too, that our research question is going to be broad enough to make sure that it's been studied before. We don't want to go to the libraries and then find that there is no research on our problem because it's too specific. That being said, we also want to make sure that our research question is narrow enough to pull up specific research. We don't want to be pulling up 30,000 results when we go to search for it in the Rutgers libraries. So an effective, solid research question might look like, how effective are ESL programs for high school students in the US? That's a definable problem, and we have a specific population. A question that's not going to work, that's too broad, is how effective are ESL programs? How effective are they for who? What are we looking at? Where are these programs? So the next thing that we want to do is we want to take our research question and we want to identify some key concepts. So from the research question we just looked at, we have the concept effective or successful. Our second concept is ESL. And I've also included English as a second language because I want results that might mention both. Our third concept is high school. I've also put down secondary school. Our fourth concept is US. I've also put down the United States. Now, something to remember about database searching is that it's different from searching Google. We need to tell the databases specific terms so that it can understand us. We kind of need to speak its language. These Boolean operators are 3 key words to help you understand database language. So an and is going to link 2 of our concepts together. Let's go back to our concept page. We want to link ESL and high school. An or is going to give us either or of something, and it's actually a way to broaden our search. So if we go back to our concept page, I've included ESL, but I could also do or English as a second language. So these are a part of the same concepts, but I'm willing to accept a result that has either this or this. Then we have not. Now what not does is it's going to exclude a concept for our results. So let's say I put these concepts into my database search, and I'm getting a lot of social work articles. Now, to make sure that I don't get these social work articles, something I could try is including ESL not social work or high school not social work. All right, this is the homepage of the Rutgers University's library's website. Now, as you can see, you can put in your campus. Let's click New Brunswick, and you'll get some highlights that are specific to your library, right? We have hours of our libraries in New Brunswick here. And then if we go down, you can see all of these things that are specific to New Brunswick libraries. Before we get into searching, I want to show you research guides. Now, research guides are a great way before you've thought of a research question, or if you have thought of a research question but just want some starting resources. They're a great way to find databases and search terms and maybe some books that you can use. So I'm going to go ahead and type in ESL and see what pops up. As you can see, we've talked a little bit about ESL books on the Books We Read LibGuide. And then we also have research resources to support the teaching of English as a foreign language. As you can also see, we can search by subject. All right, now we're back on the home page, and I want to show you quick search. You'll see some interesting things that we haven't talked about before. So this is my search string. It's combining all of the concepts that we went over in our slideshow. So as you can see, I'm using parentheses, and what that does is it groups my concepts together, right? This is one concept, effective or successful, and I'm using and to link these concepts. You can also see that I've used quotation marks. Now, what that does is it keeps a phrase intact. So any phrase with more than one word, I want to put quotation marks around so that the database doesn't think that I want something on English and second languages. And let's just go ahead and look at that whole search string. So we have English as a second language, and high school or secondary school, and US or United States. Let's go ahead and search. So we got 35,000 results, which is pretty broad, and we don't really want that many results. But as you can see, we're getting some results right away in Pakistan, right? That might not apply to our search. So I'm going to go ahead and narrow this down. I want to make sure that I'm only getting peer-reviewed journal articles because I want to make sure that these results are vetted and scholarly. All right, and then I also want to go down here to our creation date. Now, normally when you're doing research, it's always a good rule of thumb to try and look for results that are within 5 years of your publication date, 2018, and then click Refine and apply filters. As you can see right here too, you can click Remember All Filters. And what this does, this means that we can erase this search, put in a new search, and these filters will still be here. And then we've got some much better results about ESL. All right, so we looked for peer-reviewed journal articles. But let's say we also want some news articles. So I'm going to go ahead and exit our peer-reviewed journals. I'm going to go down to resource type and then click newspaper articles right here. And as you can see, we have 36 results. Now, for your assignment, you're going to try and find one scholarly source from the Rutgers University Library website and one news article.